Orit Sweet Treats. Today, we'll be making gluten-free, dairy-free brownies with our special guest from the Celiac Disease Foundation, Talia.
Hi everyone, my name is Talia Hasid and I'm the Communications Manager for Celiac Disease Foundation. And I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk about what gluten is, what celiac disease is, and how it differs from gluten sensitivity. So as many of you know, gluten is actually the proteins found in wheat, barley, rye, and triticale. And it's commonly found in foods like breads, pastas, baked goods, but it's also hidden in foods like soy sauce, and licorice. So you have to be very careful about what foods you're buying. Make sure you read the ingredients on everything, and especially purchase products that are labeled gluten-free. That way you know that they're safe for you to eat if you're on the gluten-free diet for celiac disease or for gluten sensitivity. So the difference between celiac disease and gluten sensitivity is actually a genetic component. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disease where the ingestion of gluten causes damage to the small intestine. And if left untreated, meaning if you don't adopt the gluten-free diet once you're diagnosed with celiac disease, it'll actually lead to long-term health conditions like osteoporosis, cancer, fibromyalgia, and a lot of other adverse health conditions that are far worse than just adopting the gluten-free diet. Now, gluten sensitivity does not have a genetic component that celiac disease does. That being said, you do experience the same symptoms with gluten sensitivity that you do with celiac disease, but it may not lead to the damage in the small intestine where celiac disease it would. So the difference is it's not huge, but the only treatment for both of them right now is the gluten-free diet. So it's very important to be careful about what you eat, to read all the ingredients, and to make sure that you're buying products that are labeled gluten-free if you're buying packaged foods or processed foods, just to ensure the safety that you won't get sick. So I'm very excited to be here to be a guest speaker on our week's show, and let's make some brownies.
Woohoo! For our gluten-free, dairy-free brownies?
Let's do it!
Woohoo!
Alright, so our first step is to add a 1/4 cup of milk or non-dairy alternative.
Which is non-dairy alternative.
With 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And what this does, it'll create a buttermilk. So we're going to set this aside to sour while we move on to our next step.
Which will be all of the dry ingredients. We'll be starting with 1 cup of Orit Sweet Treats flour, half a cup of cocoa powder, then 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum, and half a teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to beat together 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of dairy-free butter, 2 eggs, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Alright. Next, we're going to be adding 3/4 cups of applesauce, which will make the brownies more moist, but it can also act as a healthier substitute to oil. And we'll add our soured milk that's been resting for the last few minutes. And we'll mix.
Now I'm going to make a little well in the dry ingredients to pour the wet ingredients into.
Awesome! And now for everyone's favorite part, the chocolate chips.
Preheat the oven to 350 degrees before you pour our delicious looking dairy-free, gluten-free brownies in our already greased pan. Ready? Now we're going to bake it for 30 to 35 minutes or until the toothpick comes out clean, until it looks like
this. Enjoy your gluten-free and dairy-free brownies. You can find the link to Celiac Disease Foundation at the bottom of this video underneath the recipe.
Remember, if you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, and share it with all of your friends.
Enjoy!